What's up, you son of a guns? My name is Hovac and today we're gonna play a very nice indie game. It's called Monster Inside. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. I don't know anything about it, but it looked cool. It's an audio visual novel. So let's start this game together. Okay. Ew. Okay. The monster inside all of us. So I have to read this. My head pounded. Ears still ringing silently. Some of the worst nightmares I had in years left me feeling like I've been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. Hey. Cool office. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Venetti's office. Okay. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much. And we were trying to drown me in paperwork. Yes. It was a slow month. Weeks since I had any real case to work on. So I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bed sheet. It's this one. Okay. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm a vampire. Okay, no, I'm not a vampire. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. A monster. The girl came in so quiet I nearly choked on my cigarette. Don't smoke, bros. Okay. Girl. Mister. Please, you gotta help me, mister. Calm down now, sit and talk. Oh, you can choose. Okay. Sit down and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever heard of knocking first? No. Okay. Thanks, it's just no one will listen to me. Just tell me your tale. I'm listening, baby. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills, oh my god, and chased them with a swag of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspaper, the infamous banker, Mr. Ringgold Farnsworth. Whatever that name, I messed it up. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard. But this girl seems genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. She killed him and she ate him up. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Oh my god. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him and no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Okay. Well, Mr. Jack, you can just call me Jack. Jack, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me, oh my gosh, an affair. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me and they want to bring him in on charges. You gotta prove it. Wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt there is too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they hadn't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Yeah? Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. Okay, you got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get the bottom of this. Don't worry now. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. But please be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapper. I think it was a beast. A beast. Okay? Beast? You lunatic, you. The word struck me funny. Like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. That is not funny. That's painful. That's really painful. I've tried it. Not a word many use these days except in hushed whispers and bedtime story for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges. But I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years. Back when I was still a cub myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can't help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. Leave detective work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of things. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with the cases, baby? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. Well, I was sarcastic. Okay. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I don't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Okay, that was a quick chapter. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding the things others overlook. Ooh. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. I'm a hound dog. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. Ooh! A strongly familiar smell. I expect the scent of what is this? Trepidation or maybe even overnight fear. But Mr. Rose seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Okay. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. But they had some sex here. Okay. Pushing the thought from my mind, but it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Ah, I can okay. There is something here. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the print the cops left behind in their haste. But cops don't wear 2,000 pairs of cronies. It looked like Mr. Franklin was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. Investigate the scene. What is that? A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along its length and felt a chill down my spine. This wasn't just any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here. But I was no stranger to the strange. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me. So, dragged back to my apartment, and my head hit my pillow like it owed me money. Next chapter! Chapter 2 finished. Okay, that's quick. The next morning, it was really from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I mentioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask, "So what did you find?" "Well, I've got some good news. Ferns might still be alive. Not sure about bees, but something unnatural was at play. Might be right to worry about monsters. Found a spell mark." Let's go with the first one. I probably should have given her a false hope like that, but she seemed like she needed something to hold onto right then. She didn't need to know about the mark on the tree. "How do you know that? Where is he?" "Found his footprint. Seems like he got out safely. There was a sign and he was at the scene and slipped away." My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. "Lily, but you don't know where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related?" What news is that?" "Haven't you heard?" "Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know." "Nope." Rough night followed by a rough morning. Oh. "They found the police chief's wife dead down by the dock. They say it happened last night." "Oh my god." "Let me guess. Chief Amito is missing too." My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amito was a shit cop and a shit chief. He was half the reason I left the force, but now his wife was dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears on my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain at my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work, and she left silently dejected, wanting more answer than I could provide. That night, after the cops had cleared out of the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mr. Meter's untimely demise. Mrs. Next chapter. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil. And could it be? That smell again, like someone had bottled pure arousal and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory, but the sensation of fumes soon gave way to the rush of adrenaline. I know exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hands shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus, no jumping to conclusions, follow the evidence, investigate the scene. Okay. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a board. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amito wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit it up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but I looked out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Next chapter, bros! I honestly didn't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure before I even picked up the paper. I could already read the headlines. Breaking: Mayor's missing wife found dead. That's not good. 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The mayor's wife is dead. The cops would come asking questions soon. They know I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. Oh great. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I could take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I didn't have time to talk. I have to go. I've just been busy. I'm off to Mr. Valentine's crime scene. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter, bros! The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartment where Mayor Vanity and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Investigate the trash. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wanted to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies or shady stock trays, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanity was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vanity and Chief Amito talking about me. How they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. Investigate the scene. Vanity's car. If he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? Left in his car. Okay. It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high. And my bet was edging towards unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assert my fear, Siege? My fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with unrelenting pleasure. It was intoxicating. A weapon used on the weak wielded. A weapon I know all too well. Though it had been many years since I had to use it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? It wasn't possible, was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses. I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out to the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office. Hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. Uh-oh. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Next chapter, bros. This is interesting. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflections. But Lily was still there, waiting for me. Lily! Jack! What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost came back to haunt me from the past. Lily, you're not making any sense, Jack. Come sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Huh. Odd that I hadn't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place, out of time. And it was fried around the edges, fried around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster, succubus. Lily, oh Jack, you are one and the same. You and I, we are both monsters. I simply more honest with myself. There is no such thing as a reformation. These pills you take only make you dull. I'm sorry, bad laugh. Lily, beasts like us should never suppress our true nature, as you have, incubus. Those men were probably dead too. Now I figured she probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. Uh-oh. So you harvest their seed. Okay. So you've done all this just to wake me up? Lily, you could say that. Though it seemed enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believed you were still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. Lily, you can't escape it. Now I need you to complete the deed. You took my watch, messed with my head. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak compared to her. If I froze her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Lily, oh please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasure of the flesh. Lily, but I do still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed. I've harvested from those awful men and planted it among the fertile meshes for me. I'm tired of draining my lover just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. Oh my god! She wants a family with him. That meaningful laughter. Menaceful. I'm sorry. It's my laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream. Trapped! Shielding my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed at the mirror, and fired! Damn. What? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, we finished it? Nice story! I was the narrator for this. I liked it. More from Random Seed Games. Get it on Steam. Oh, there is other games over here. I will definitely look them up. Time is relative. Sometimes 10 seconds can feel like... Okay, time frame and this one. Okay. We'll check it out. Okay, guys. I am going to end this game. It is a very short game. It's very interesting. It's an audio visual. I didn't hear any audio. I think it was me narrating the thing. It was nice. I enjoyed the story. It's not a bad story. If you want to watch more of this type of audio-visual gameplays, please do subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Appreciate my video. Leave a comment. Turn the notification bell on so you can get all of my new uploads. And bros, I definitely want to see you back again in my next gameplay. Bye bye, you son of a guns. Bye bye. I'm done. Yeah.
Hey gamers, my name is Hovac and you have reached my gaming channel. I hope you're gonna enjoy your stay here. You can watch all of my amazing gameplays. So please do subscribe, give me a thumbs up, enjoy your day, enjoy this site, enjoy this channel, and don't forget, enjoy my gameplays! And don't go out without subscribing. Give me a thumbs up and game on! Yeah!